what is mentioned here. Hope dear Manu finds it easier to read smaller prints with the help of this Japanese magnifier. It is easy to handle with her specs on. She will be able to read prints easily in good light with greater ease. I tried without specs and I found that I could not read with ease. Hope Manu tries this and finds reading easier. If not, she must not strain her eyes. With Yusuf, you will be sending 1 kilogram of kumbra bhinda, that's tender okra. Kumbra means tender, bhinda is okra, lady's finger. And half kilogram French beans. These women change their orders with every tick of the clock. Iraj is exasperated. In short, you please send good bhinda 1 kilogram every time with Yusuf, and once more midweek on say Tuesday each week. You know, in an earlier letter they said don't send French beans. Baba doesn't like to eat French beans. And now they are ordering French beans. So Iraj is just having a dig at them, you know. And here he has to be all the while attentive to Baba and call for all this. Then he writes on, hope you received my letter inland posted on Wednesday 22nd. In it I told you to tell dear Meherji to phone Adi's office as usual the result of the blood test. As Adi is absent, as he has gone to Bombay for Meenu Gajwani's wedding, Baba himself told Dawn to be available at the desk today to receive Meherji's phone any time between 4 and 6 p.m. I have also alerted Faram Roj and Bhaskar to be at the office and if necessary hand over the phone to Dawn. So please tell Meherji to send the result by phone as before and you please post the report as usual. Yes, received yesterday your PC of 21/1/69, that's 21st January 69, and noted that dearest Manu had a stock of Vitu Pep given by dear Mani and that dearest Mummy will have her blood tested soon. This is some tablets which Manu had to use for some mouth condition. So Baba wanted her to eat these tablets. They were a French preparation. So somebody from France used to send it. Also noted that you gave Mohite the seeds sent from here for the hedge. They wanted a hedge planted at Guru Prasad, you know. Yeah. So preparations are going on for Baba's impending visit to Guru Prasad. Gavar noted that the seeds did not sprout and that a different hedge is now growing well. Also noted that you will send vegetables with Yusuf. Much love to you and all dear ones at home. Yours lovingly, Iraj. P.S. Oh no.
Were these vegetables unavailable in Ahmednagar?
Nothing was available at that time. Yeah. Everything had to be sent from Pune. They would get, but very stale and Baba, it was not fit enough for Baba, you know. Yeah. And Baba's physical condition was so frail that they couldn't take risks of giving anything which is not fresh, you know. Yeah. Yes. Aloba was for Pahara. Pahara means watch. From 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. I asked him about Baba's condition. Aloba said, Baba slept and rested and passed urine twice. Had one big jerk which woke him up. It is 4:30 a.m. now and Baba is resting. Yeah. So that was 23rd.
Countdown. And looking back at it in retrospect, it's like every moment was focusing on Baba's condition.
We felt the tension there, you know. Yeah. It was terrible. And when the program was held here, None of us had any real interest in the program also. We felt so concerned about Baba, whether he would be able to sit through the program. And when I came, Pendu came quickly and told me that you be there in front of Baba and see that the queue moves on quickly. Baba wants you to do this. Yes, I was given the task of ushering them quickly past Baba,
That was this last program on December 22nd.
Yeah. So that was the last that they saw Baba physically. Yeah. And then the next day, again there was another program, and I missed most of it because Noshirwan Anzar hadn't come. So I was sent to the railway station to fetch him. And when we came, the program was all finished and Baba had retired to his room. Then Noshirwan and myself were called to his room there, bedroom. And then that was my last physical darshan of Baba. And his last gesture to me was, "Remember, I am God." Then he made me kiss on both his cheeks. He was just lying on his back.
And you left?
Yeah, then I left. No, Baba wanted me to stay on. So then some arrangements were done and I said that will create problems. So Baba thought for a while and said, "Oh, okay, go." So I missed the chance of being with Baba. He wanted me to stay for the day there. Yeah. And there's another chance coming which I also missed. It's in this letter. It's coming. So this is Meherwan 26/169, 6 p.m. My dear Meherwan, enclosed are dearest Mummy's reports returned. Also enclosed is a recent note of dear Nasrwan Mama. Nasrwan Mama is Noshirwan. So this is in respect of the illness which my elder uncle Meherji Mama was having, and which I mentioned earlier. He had some urine problem and then was given blood transfusion. So the reference to that. So those reports I sent to him, Ghaver. So Ghaver commented after seeing urine report of dear Meherji Mama and reading Noshirwan Mama's note that it was not at all indicated that Meherji Mama be taken to Pune, Bombay for a checkup by a urologist specialist. The urine report was excellent. Of course, if Briesman, who was the doctor at the Booth Hospital then, if Briesman, who has handled the patient, feels that it is necessary to consult a specialist, then Ghaver suggested Meherji Mama be taken to a proper urologist in Bombay. Then there is a footnote. When Meherji Mama's condition was serious and there was a great rush to remove him to Pune, Briesman said no. So Briesman might have joked with Nasrwan Mama saying, "Well, take the patient to a specialist now as he is fit to travel." Some such thing might have happened. It surmises that with such a good urine report, what is the necessity to consult a urologist now? All the emergency seems to have passed, and now what's the sense? And if you do want to do it, so then send him to Bombay. In Pune, any specialist will be as good as any good one in Ahmednagar. I have written all details to Nasrwan Mama today. Ghaver said that the slow fever may be due to general weakness. Now, today we transferred beloved Baba on to the surgical bed and he felt comfortable with automatic lifts and shifts. So this is on 26th, that's just 5 days prior, the bed which is now in the blue bus. So that was put there in the room so that they could make Baba sit up without any problems. Yes, it was
that was the first time then.
Yeah, he was shifted onto that bed. But since this early morning till noontime, the jerks played hell on his body every few minutes. These jerks exhaust him completely. Gahver administered sedative and the jerks subsided almost completely. This morning Baba told me that he thinks it would be easier for Doctors Ginde and Grant to call on him whenever Gahver feels it necessary if we all shifted to Guru Prasad soon. When I said, well, everything is ready at Guru Prasad and that he should just tell us the date, Baba said, any day that would be convenient to us all at Mehrazad and Pune. Then I told him that I would be informing Meherwan today about it. But he stopped me and said that he would let us know definitely, brackets, whether to go or not. Definitely tomorrow. That Baba would tell him definitely tomorrow, whether to go or not. That is on the 27th of January, and would then give a date. So we again are where we were 20 days ago. So those earlier letters seem to have been destroyed, because 20 days ago there was an urgent message to get Guru Prasad ready and all that, and we had made all preparations. We'll let you know when I hear definitely from Baba. He even hinted that the women would need at least 7 days for packing, So let us see. Gahver has in mind to see Grant on Thursday at Booth, then arrange to send blood for checkup on 1st February Saturday, so that if hemoglobin falls and Grant decides to give transfusion, then the same blood sent on Saturday can also be used for blood matching of his group, and so that Grant and Kanga and Mrs. Ichaporia can come on Sunday 2nd February morning for transfusion with the matching blood of his group. Sunday being convenient to Dr. Grant and party. Please share this information with dear Meji so that you and Meji remain prepared to avoid last minute dhandal. Dhandal means rush. And for Meji to decide his tour to Delhi and Solan. Gahver also would like Grant to visit Baba on 30th Thursday if Baba permits. Meji was to leave for the urge to come back to Pune. Baba had dropped the body on that day. And had he gone, he would have missed everything. And when he came, he was told, and then he brought his car and we all came by car in the night. Yeah. So, that is it. Now this is 27th February, 8 a.m.
You were getting a letter every second day?
Yeah, or every day probably. That's 26th, this is 27th. My dear Meherwan, beloved Baba slept well till 4 a.m., 6.5 hours, and was not disturbed by any jerks. So you see, it was all very strange. Sometimes the jerks would go all night, he wouldn't sleep, wouldn't let anybody sleep, and sometimes there is nothing. It was very inexplicable, the whole thing. From 6:30 onwards, he complained of pain in the small of the back until 7:15 a.m. when I left him for face wash and breakfast. He had no jerks as such. Once or twice slight tremors. Turning in bed is an ordeal for him, whether it is due to weakness or pain in the back or a catch in the back, we just cannot tell. But then sometimes his body becomes so light and supple, and he takes turn on his own. It is all so very puzzling. Yesterday for breakfast at 8 a.m. he had good quantity of bhujelo ravo. Bhujelo means baked and rava means, it's wheat, coarse wheat flour preparation, sweetened. And it's a favorite among the Parsis, to have rava. On auspicious days we make rava.
Baba's birthday.
Yeah, so rava or sev. So Baba had that baked rava and he had a good quantity of it. With milk, malai means cream, one big cup of tea and half a banana. This is what he had for breakfast. Then at 10 a.m. about 3 spoons of Complan. Every spoon has 50 calories. With water, paste is made like Horlicks. Then whey water about 4 ounces, about a glass full of coconut water. Adi brought 20 coconuts from Bombay, and the Meherazad trees also give good coconuts. That was the time when these 2 remaining palms were just putting forth coconuts in huge quantities. And Baba loved this coconut water, At 1 p.m. lemon tart from Viluma and some papai, means papaya, Then at 3 p.m. some grated apple or apple juice. At 5 p.m. he had charveluidu, that's scrambled egg, and some papai. And of course sometimes he has dar no pani, means the water which is separated from the lentil, is the dal and rice that we have.
Yeah.
So when dal is just left undisturbed, the water separates out from the dal. And that water Baba liked very much, like soup, So it's like lentil soup. Yeah. If you don't stir the dal, the clear water comes on top.
Yeah.
And it's very tasty. So Baba liked that. Okay, so that is that. Where were we? Darnupan, instead of Complan. One big cup which he likes very much, that is this water of the dal. Yeah. Instead of lemon tart, he has 3 bumla, that is Bombay ducks, with no bread. 1 minute, coming. Pulao, chawal, dar, raitu, sometimes. That means rice preparation. Or some such thing for lunch. For supper at 5 or 5:30, he has a spoonful of bhinda, that's okra, or French beans, and papaya, no bread. This is in general a picture of Baba's diet for the day. So that is it. I think we'll go for tea and come back. Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
Still June 11th, and we're resuming with more letters sent from Meherazad to the Jessawalas at Pune.
Yeah. So, we are nearing the end of it all. Just a couple more letters, I think. So, yeah. So now this is Meherazad, 27th January, 69. 1:30 p.m. / 5:30 p.m.
For marriage?
Yeah. My dear Meherwan, received this afternoon 1 thaili of vegetables. Thaili means sack of vegetables. Vengnu bhinda. Vengnu is eggplant.
It's very small size.
Yeah, purple colored fruit, vegetable. Yeah. Bhinda means okra. And 2 sheets of new stamps and your note of 26 January 69. Money is to send these new stamps on covers so that stamp collectors could have them in the States, So I used to go and get these new series which were issued from time to time. Please do not send bumla or pamphlets by Times taxi. You may send with Yusuf, who will come to Pune with blood sample on either 31st or most probably on 1st February. 18 bumla. Bumla means Bombay duck. If not, only 2 pamphlets and some vegetables. Today Baba is having pulao dar prepared by Chhagan. Chhagan was a very good cook, You met Chagan any time?
No, I didn't. He died just before I came here in 1972.
After Masaji, he would be in charge of cooking. So he had learnt, I think, possibly from Masaji. And Masaji was famous for his dal, masala dal, Yeah. So Baba liked that very much. Then there's a note to that. Baba had good meal today and looked much relaxed. Your note that came with vegetable parcel was read to Baba at 3 p.m. and he said, you may send chamna, that is pamphlets, if Bumla not available, and he sends his love to you all. This is just 4 days prior to the great event. As I am writing this, Baba is having his lunch. Just an hour ago he told me that he will not decide in favor of going to Pune till the time comes by March end. However, he has permitted Ginde to come to Meherazad and check him up and even stay in Nagar at Saroshes for 2 or 3 days and visit him daily. Grant will be seeing Baba on this Thursday morning at 8 a.m. when he visits Nagar as usual. Because Grant would always come on Thursdays to Booth Hospital on an honorary visit, He was the visiting physician those days. So every Thursday would be there, so then he would, that time Gavar would take the chance to call him here.
He would come every Thursday?
To Booth Hospital. I think every Thursday or probably every second Thursday or something.
All the way from Bombay?
From Pune. Grant was from Pune.
Grant.
Yeah. Not Ginde. Grant.
Now this Thursday would have been the 30th?
30th. So he visited Baba the second last day and...
Right. Mani tells that story.
My time has come, that's what he told Grant. And Grant thought that Baba is saying his end has come. So he took the literal physical meaning. And we all didn't take the hint, I am enclosing herein the description of the ambulances in Nagar, because there was talk of bringing Baba to Pune in an ambulance probably here. But Adi Vaman Dawn have still to inform us of the one good and new ambulance of Vadala mission. So let us await news of its condition. If not, one ambulance from Pune will have to be sent by dear Meherji if and when the big boss decides to go to Pune, and if he is not in condition to travel by car by then. The latest news today at 1:30 p.m. is that he will not, capitals, go to Pune yet. So that is it. All this is just to keep you and dear Meherji posted with the latest news. Baba has permitted Dr. Grant to call on him this Thursday when he is scheduled to visit Booth that day. Before going to Booth, Grant can see Baba at 8 a.m. on Thursday. Adi is told to phone Meherji tonight and tell Meherji to fix with Dr. Grant the visit to Meherazad on Thursday 30th January at 8 a.m. Baba has also permitted dear Meherji to come in Dr. Grant's car to Nagar that day and return with Dr. Grant to Pune same day. While Dr. Grant is in Booth, Meherji will be with Baba or Mandli and will be sent to Booth at proper time in DeSoto car to join Grant to return to Pune. But Meherji should come only if he is free and finds it convenient. If not, he will have to come on Sunday, 2nd February with Dr. Grant and Mrs. Ichaporia for blood transfusion if the next blood test indicates any transfusion, and if Grant finds it suitable to do so this Sunday, 2nd February. Now this is the thing I want to tell you about. Dear Meherwan, you too are free to come and see Baba any day you want to, whenever you get any opportunity, Baba has not the least objection to your visiting him. Much love to you all, yours lovingly, Eraj. After writing this, then he said, Meherji had visited earlier. So, Baba told Meherji that next time you come, bring Meherwan along. See that he comes. And then I got this letter also. So then Meherji said that I am going on 30th. So, will you come? Then I thought that if I go, then Baba would have to talk to me. And from the letters that I was receiving, I knew that every effort that Baba had to make to converse or talk or do any gestures caused immense pain and discomfort. And if I go there, then he'll have that much extra bother to talk to me or just humor me or any such thing. So I said, I'm not coming. And he said, but Baba's called you. So I said, no, it's better I don't come. Give him my love, and I don't want to bother him in this time of his suffering. So when Meherji went on 30th, then Baba said, where is Meherwan? Didn't you bring him along? So he said, this is what he said. So Baba was not happy. Yeah. So this is when we start using our intellect, and becoming a bit too wise about it, then we have to regret for the rest of our lives. Because had I gone, then that would have been one more opportunity to see him again. Whatever, that's how it is, So another PS now. My dear Meherwan, at 3:15 p.m. today, Baba definitely decided not to go to Pune now, not before March end. Still, I think it is advisable to keep in readiness everything to avoid last hour rush and dandal. So, we are all kept on tenterhooks till the end. That's the last letter I received.
The 27th.
Yeah. 27. That's all. So then, after that, I got hold of some fragments that were lying there. So I'll just read out what I wrote to Eraj. This is Pune, dated 16th February 69. So this is after Baba's body was interred, and we all went back to our homes. The Manli returned to Meherazad, and we all returned to Bindra house. And I am writing this letter to Eraj. My dear Eraj, I am enclosing herewith some of the last letters received from you pertaining to beloved Baba's day-to-day health. When I went there, Eraj said that, remember I had written you all letters about Baba's day-to-day condition. So just keep those letters and send them on to me, because those will form records of Baba's condition. Because Baba wanted Eraj to keep me informed all the while what's going on. Yeah. So he had written all these detailed letters. So when I went home, then I collected all these letters, and this is what I am writing. I have arranged all these letters date-wise, but from a few torn bits lying in the waste paper basket, I was able to make a few extracts of letters which were destroyed, which I copied down. These are all that I have with me. Yesterday there was a letter from Sam dated 5th February from Trinidad, from which it was clear he had not still heard about beloved Baba's dropping the body. Roshan's cable was returned undelivered due to incorrect address according to the telegraph office. Hope this finds you all, dearest ones, in good health. Hope dear Bhauji has recovered from his flu. Today Adi Jr., Rhoda, Nargish and Sarosh dropped in at Bindra house. After a while Adi Jr. went to Behrambai's place and the rest had lunch with us. They all left after having tea at about 3 p.m. for Bombay. So they are all returning now. Bombay people returning to Bombay. Then 18 to 69, further note. Last evening we all had been to the Pune center. From today they are starting the Baba birthday week with constant name repetition starting from 5 a.m. today, ending on 25th at 5 a.m. There will be daily programs in the evenings, and on 25th evening will be the procession from 7 to 10 p.m. Much love, yours lovingly, Meherwan. So that was the first and the last public procession that Pune Center arranged in Pune on 25th of February 1969.
And that had been planned before Baba dropped his body.
Yeah. So
did Baba have any part in making of that plan?
No. They just felt encouraged to do it. And it was a long procession, and it wound all through this busiest part of the city. Rustam Sorab used to dance, and there was legim and all sorts of things there. Now extracts from torn up letters. This is Merazad, 28th January 69, 8 a.m. So this is, I think, probably the last letter. My dear Meherwan, received one thali this morning of Gorni Dep, that means brown sugar, raw sugar, a lump of raw sugar. And your note of 27th. It was kind of dear Mai Sahib to have sent the Dep for use at Merazad, and also very kind of dear Sarosh to have brought it here. Mai Sahib was the Dowager Rani of Kurundwad. Her son was the prince of Kurundwad. Yeah, she was from a princely family. So Baba, she was very close to Baba. When Baba used to come to Guru Prasad, she would come. And in the very early days, it seems that Baba at one of his tours suddenly entered the palace at Kurundwad and then entered the palace. She was there. She remembers that. And Baba had given darshan to her. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. She was a very dear soul. Very old and feeble, and then passed away soon after. Today or tomorrow you will receive the detailed letter from Adi about his phone call to Dr. Ginde and Merji last night. Ginde was very happy to hear that Baba permitted him to stay in Nagar for 3 to 4 days to be with him. He will phone Adi the date of his arrival after he has checked up his appointments and operations. Yours lovingly, Eraj. Since this early morning, Baba is having frequent jerks which exhaust him. So that was 28th January. Now there's another extract from a torn letter, Merazad, 21st January 69. And Erache writes, Gaver had a phone talk with Dr. Grant yesterday, and he wants to continue all the prescribed treatment and blood tests to be taken as at present. He told Gaver that if the hemoglobin count falls below 8 grams, then he would have to give transfusion to Baba. Then something is torn out. And then it continues. And made him sit up in his bed. Baba started complaining of choking sensation in the throat, and we could hear him breathing with difficulty, and also heard the wheezing sound of an asthmatic patient. He then called for hot tea, and after drinking it, plus a pill, which Gavar gave him, he felt slightly better. So this is an added symptom to the already existing long list of symptoms. Hope this does not recur soon. Today it lasted for half an hour.
A wheezing.
Yeah, some sort of a wheezing sound, Here is another thing. Mirazad, 18th January 69. This is another snippet of a letter. Received this noon your letter of 17th along with report. Also received dear Mirji's letter to Gavar giving all details of his talks with Doctors Grant and Ichaporia. All these were read by Gavar and she has noted that diuretics should not be used. She is thinking of having a phone talk with Grant on Monday 20th instant to know whether or not she should continue to give Durabolin 25 milligrams, which she has been giving him for the last 12 days. Already given 6 such. Might also have other things in mind to ask Grant. From the report, urea level has slightly dropped. Hope it continues to drop till it is normal. Hemoglobin count should not have dropped. Maybe he might pick up with a little more solid food, which he left off almost entirely last week. He has begun to eat since last 2 days. He takes regular exercises and stands up every day for a couple of minutes. So this is on as late as 18th of January. Yeah. You are standing up. On the whole, there does seem some progress. That's all, then it's cut off again. Then it's a note from Adi to Gavar. Dear Gavar, for spasms, Macphos 6x or 12x or 30, every hour 1 pill should be given. It might help him. So, some homeopathic medicine for Baba. So Gavar writes, my dear Adi, started giving 12x Macphos hourly since 1:30 p.m. for the nasty jerks. Gavar wants to know whether it should be continued tomorrow and also for how many days. Hope this gives the desired relief. Yours lovingly, Eraj. So there's a reply, doses to be reduced by intervals being made longer as an improvement sets in, otherwise continued every hour. Signed Adi. Then another snippet, Baba made Adi phone Ginde that he should come as early as possible for a quick visit of a few hours, but should not rush here at the cost of life of any emergency patient. Later in February he can visit for a stay of 3 to 4 days. This is 29th of January. Yeah. A little slip of letter. So, we come to the end of this. And then there is a letter from Francis, which is an earlier letter, mind you. The 23rd February 1961, and it is on the occasion of Baba's birthday, and Francis was here, and he writes to me, greetings to all at Bindra House in beloved Baba's 67th birthday. And then Francis has composed a little couplet for Baba. And God again took birth into this world He holds upon His palm. His word unto the world shall rise to Him as man's dear grateful psalm. Francis. Yeah. What inspired Francis to write to me, I don't know.
And to put such a beautiful couplet on the letter.
Yeah. So I'll end this with one little letter I just got hold of. We have some time, no?
Yeah.
Right. So, I had mentioned about Jal Kerala. He was one of our close family friends and very, very close to Baba also. He was a high-ranking government officer, and whenever Baba went to that side, he would be of great help. Especially, he was very instrumental in getting Baba the place called Angirad Rishi Hill, the cave where Baba worked in seclusion in Madhya Pradesh, I think. Yeah, it's a very tall mountain and very forested. And
is that where he built a road and all
yeah, he built the road. He was the commissioner of the place, so he could get everything done. And Iraj describes how there was a very tragic situation averted. They had these tins of gasoline for fuel for the vehicles because nothing was available there. It was a very isolated place. So everything had to be taken as provisions. Kerosene, gasoline, vegetables, fruits, whatever, for the stay there. And Baba did very intense work in seclusion on that mountain there. Very intense, yeah. So Jal Kerala was very instrumental in getting that place, ready for Baba. So when he died, then Baba wrote a letter to us. So it's dated 9th October 1952 from Pimpalgaon. So it's after Baba returned from New Life, And that very soon before this, Jal had passed away, Jal Kerala.
1952 sometime.
Yeah. Must be September 52 or something. So this is a letter from Baba. Dear Meherwan, you are not to worry about anything. I will soon decide about your future and personally tell you about it before the end of this month. Tell mother she loves me wholeheartedly, so she must bow down to my will. Tell her Jal is not dead but alive and happy with me in my love. Reply to this letter. Love to you all, Baba. So then, this was a letter I wrote to Baba. I think the only other letter on record. Yeah. So it's Pune, dated 10th of October 1952, and I had kept a copy of it. So that's how I know that I wrote. I had forgotten all about it. So I write, Om Baba, dearest Baba, we received your letter, and those few lines so full of love and meaning have sufficed to give us inexpressible peace and happiness. It is because you have asked me to reply that I feel I must write this. Yet I think it is useless to attempt to put down here all that surges within the heart. Your infinite love for us alone has been responsible for all that has happened and will happen. What makes us feel most is that we cannot love you as truly and as wholeheartedly. Indeed, who can except you yourself? Dear Jal has indeed become the happiest of all in that he has finally arrived at the source of all happiness, which is you. And ignorance alone is responsible for any grief on the occasion of this most happy event. I am sure Mama would be ready to sacrifice her all to the one she loves most. She no longer feels any hesitation to accept what you have willed. Dearest Baba, what I must say is that the initial shock was very great. She felt desperately sad at not being with him in his time of agony and pain. but now her only solace is that you were there, as you have always been with him throughout. Though perhaps he could not see you and was very eager to do so when he was last in Bombay. He had come to Bombay for consultations of his heart. क्या में से? 5 मिनट और થઈ ગઈ. So, from Bombay he sent word to Baba that if Baba permitted him, he would like to come and see Baba. But Baba didn't give him the permission. And said that he should go directly to Nagpur. He was stationed at Nagpur at that time. So on his way to Nagpur, he got this massive heart attack, and on his way to the hospital, he died. So probably Baba didn't want him to come because his time was close by. So that's why this mention is there, that he was so eager to see him. However, your love has seen to everything, and we are happy in the conviction that now his heart's desire is forever fulfilled, and he sees and enjoys you more intensely than we here could ever hope to do. Truly all this makes us feel that you and you alone can know how fortunate one is to come into contact with you, or even to be born in this world in your time. Dearest Baba, that I should have the courage to write all this beats me. I feel it is you alone who art writing all this through me, and it is you alone who could appreciate its true worth. Your decision about my future is a matter of your choice and convenience. Be it as you will. Only I pray that I have the strength and love to obey you to the last letter and till my last breath. With all the love and namaskars of all of us to our most beloved, yours very own Meherwan. So, I don't know what inspired me to write this, and so that was one more letter I could get. Yes, so...
Well, Meherwan has been quite a saga. Baba's graced you to be able to share with him, to live your whole life so close to his immediate physical presence, and thank you for sharing it with us and putting so much effort into the many hours of taping.
It was a great pleasure that I could share some of these letters and other recollections that I had in my stay with Baba, and on my part I have to thank you for being so patient to give me encouragement to carry on with this, and give me the opportunity of remembering Baba so very closely and so very vividly again, because so much of all this had really just evaded my memory all these years, and I don't know how I was able to get out all these things, but somehow I had prayed to Baba that he should just speak through me, and probably he has activated some of the memory cells and I've been able to get out incidents which had really completely faded from my memory. So it's all Baba's grace, and I hope that all what I have shared will give some glimpse of one's life with Baba, how it is and how it was to be with him. And if it serves that purpose, then it has really served the purpose that it was intended to be. That's all. So Jai Baba, and Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Jai Baba.